Have Chinese J-10CE fighter jets already reached Uzbekistan? Or is this another defense story running ahead of the facts? Over the past few days, several defense websites have reported that Uzbekistan is planning to acquire, or may have already started receiving, up to 24 Chinese J-10CE multirole fighters. If true, this would become one of the biggest military aviation shifts in Central Asia in decades. But there is one important detail that many headlines leave out. Neither the government of Uzbekistan nor China has officially confirmed the deal. So, what do we actually know? And why are defense analysts paying so much attention to these reports? Let's find out. The reports first appeared through defense-focused media and Chinese military enthusiast circles. Some articles even claimed that the first batch of J-10CE fighters had already arrived in Uzbekistan. However, none of these claims have been backed by official statements, contract announcements, or verified satellite imagery clearly proving the deliveries. That means the story should still be treated as an unconfirmed report rather than a fact. Even so, the possibility itself deserves attention because it fits a broader trend that has been developing over the past several years. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, Uzbekistan's Air Force has relied heavily on Russian and Soviet-designed aircraft, including the MiG-29, Su-27, Su-24, and Su-25. Many of these aircraft remain capable, but they are aging, and maintaining them is becoming increasingly expensive. For years, Tashkent has been searching for ways to modernize its military without becoming overly dependent on any single foreign supplier. This is known as Uzbekistan's multi-vector foreign policy. Instead of choosing one strategic partner, the country maintains relations with Russia, China, Turkey, Europe, and other nations simultaneously. That approach allows Uzbekistan to expand its military options while preserving political independence. If the J-10CE deal eventually becomes official, it would fit perfectly within that strategy. The J-10CE is China's export version of the J-10C, one of the People's Liberation Army Air Force's most advanced fourth-generation plus fighters. It features an AESA radar, modern electronic warfare systems, advanced cockpit displays, and compatibility with long-range air-to-air missiles such as the PL-15E. These capabilities would represent a significant technological upgrade over many legacy Soviet aircraft currently serving in Central Asia. The aircraft has also gained international attention after entering service with the Pakistan Air Force, making Pakistan the first export operator of the J-10CE. Since then, several countries have reportedly shown interest in the aircraft because it offers advanced capabilities at a lower cost than many Western fighters. For Uzbekistan, affordability matters. Replacing an aging fighter fleet is not simply about buying new aircraft. It also requires pilot training, maintenance infrastructure, spare parts, weapons integration, and long-term logistical support. China has increasingly demonstrated its willingness to provide complete military packages rather than just aircraft alone. That makes Chinese defense equipment attractive for countries seeking modernization without the financial burden associated with many Western systems. However, if Uzbekistan does move toward the J-10CE, the biggest impact may not be military. It could be geopolitical. For decades, Russia has been the dominant supplier of military aircraft throughout Central Asia. A Chinese fighter purchase would signal that Beijing is becoming a serious competitor in a region Moscow has traditionally considered part of its strategic sphere of influence. That does not necessarily mean Uzbekistan is abandoning Russia. In fact, Uzbekistan continues to maintain security cooperation with Moscow while also expanding defense ties with China and Turkey. This balanced approach has become one of the defining features of its foreign policy. For China, on the other hand, another successful J-10CE export customer would strengthen confidence in its defense industry. Each export deal helps demonstrate that Chinese aerospace technology is becoming increasingly competitive on the global market. Success in Pakistan has already raised international interest, and another customer in Central Asia would further expand China's military-industrial influence. Still, it is important to separate analysis from confirmed facts. As of today, there has been no official confirmation from Uzbekistan's Ministry of Defense, China's Ministry of National Defense, aviation, or Chengdu Aircraft Corporation regarding a finalized 24 aircraft contract or completed deliveries. Until such confirmation appears, reports of J-10CE deliveries should be viewed with caution. However, Even if these reports ultimately prove inaccurate, they highlight an undeniable reality. Central Asia's defense landscape is changing. Countries that once depended almost exclusively on Russian military equipment are now exploring alternatives from China, Turkey, and other suppliers. Whether or not Uzbekistan ultimately chooses the J-10CE, the competition for influence in the region is clearly intensifying. And if an official announcement eventually confirms this fighter deal, it may be remembered as one of the most significant shifts in Central Asian military aviation since the end of the Cold War.